All right, we are getting some breaking news right now. ABC News has just confirmed that Sean Diddy Combs was arrested tonight in New York City. Sources say federal agents with Homeland Security investigations took him into custody.
All right, so it's time to do a deep dive into the Diddy indictment. Strap up, because this story is crazy. So in this video, I'm going to try to give you some of the hardcore facts that the government's alleging, some background information, and try to kind of put everything together in a very simple and understandable way. So a quick background on Sean P. Diddy Combs. He's an American rapper, producer, and executive. He's credited with discovering Notorious B.I.G., Mary J. Blige, Usher. He's won 3 Grammys, nominated 13 times, 2 MTV Video Music Awards, an MTA VMA Global Icon Award in 2023, and the Guinness World Record for most successful rap producer in 1997. Now, Sean P. Diddy Combs is a billionaire and has friends all over the entertainment industry and on both sides of the political spectrum. Now, P. Diddy was known for having some of the wildest parties in Hollywood. Here's a quick video cataloging all of the celebrities, some you may know, who attended these Diddy parties.
Who's the person that's #1 on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
And I can get on that list,
yes,
right?
Without a doubt, you are invited.
Like, you know, everybody knows about his famous white parties. It would attract people like Leonardo DiCaprio, Paris Hilton, Mariah Carey, you know, a whole crowd of well-known people. Howard Stern would be there. But what maybe they didn't know about, and maybe you don't know about, is that there would be a party within the party. As the night wore on, these sort of A-list names would go home. I mean, it's like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Okay, the party's over, let's leave. Well, for some people, the party was only just beginning. There would be like back bedrooms where Diddy and his, let's say, more debauchery-oriented friends would have a different kind of party.
So as you can see, there was a who's who of celebrities who attended those parties, from Leonardo DiCaprio and Sarah Jessica Parker to Jay-Z and Beyonce. Now, there were always rumors about the debauchery that occurred at a Diddy party. And sometimes celebrities would say things about what happened at the party that would raise eyebrows. For instance, here's Khloe Kardashian talking about her experience at a Diddy party.
So who was with you this weekend?
A bunch of my friends.
Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber,
So far,
French
so good.
Montana.
Do you even know half the people you're naming?
No.
Are you drinking, Chloe?
No.
You have to get these margaritas out of here. Why aren't you drinking? Yeah, but
Last night. She didn't go to bed. I haven't been to bed yet.
you haven't. I want to be Chloe when I grow up, Court.
Oh, you're just so little.
Like my balls are just going.
I got on a plane at 5:30 a.m. Go to this party. I think half the people there were butt naked. You would have loved it.
All right, so now that you have some background on P. Diddy and those wild parties, let's get to the indictment. Now, for clarity, the indictment has 3 counts. 1, racketeering conspiracy. Count 2, sex trafficking. And count 3, transportation to engage in prostitution. Now, it's important to note that even though there are 3 counts listed in the indictment, P. Diddy is being charged with about 20 different crimes under both state and federal law. And we'll go through them. So the government is charging Diddy with RICO violations. So I'm going to have to explain to you what RICO is, how it works, and what the government is alleging happened to get to these charges. Now, depending on what criminal law book you look at, there can be 5, 6 elements, but I'm going to go with the basic 3. And again, this is something that's super simplified to make it easy to understand. First, the government has to show the existence of the criminal organization. That's why the mob generally doesn't like to admit that the mob exists.
Were you employed by or associated with the New York faction of an organized crime family of La Cosa Nostra?
Yes.
Sacrimony allocuted in federal court, admitting at least a 10-year connection with La Cosa Nostra.
Nauseating.
John Sacrimony.
Could have been worse. He could have flipped. Are you fucking kidding me? You don't ever admit the existence of this thing. Ever.
Now, it's important to note when we talk about an organization, it doesn't have to be something like a corporation or association. It could also be just a group of individuals who have a loose association, like the Blood Street Gang, for instance. So, as to the existence of the organization, this is how the government lays out the existence of the criminal organization that P. Diddy is a part of. Now, to prove the existence of the entity, the government says that Sean P. Diddy Combs owned Bad Boy Entertainment, which is a company, Combs Global, and Combs Enterprises, making mention that Combs Enterprises is the corrupt organization operated and owned by P. Diddy. So after showing the existence of the organization in the indictment, the government now is going to show a pattern of racketeering activity. What does that mean? Now, this second element of a pattern of racketeering activity has two sub-elements. The first one is you have to have at least 2 predicate racketeering crimes within the past 10 years. Now, what crimes qualify as racketeering crimes or racketeering activity? Well, there's a list. You have bribery, fraud, kidnapping, drug activity, sex trafficking, state crimes that are equivalent to the ones that I just mentioned, and other crimes. There's a list in the federal code of the crimes that qualify as racketeering crimes or racketeering activity under the statute. Now, the government alleges that the racketeering activity or the crime started in 2008 and continue even till this day. Now, if you think about it, back in 2008, that's when Barack Obama was elected president for the first time. So we're talking about a while back. Now, the government alleges that Combs Enterprises was engaged in multiple instances of racketeering crimes. Now, in the unsealed indictment, here is a list of crimes that the government alleges that the Combs Enterprise committed during this racketeering activity. For instance, kidnapping, arson, and bribery under the California Penal Code, and under federal law, witness tampering, forced labor, sex trafficking, and other crimes. As an example, let's take bribery from the California Penal Code. As you can see here in the indictment, bribery of a witness under California Penal Code. Now, concerning the California bribery charge, in the indictment it says these assaults at times witnessed by others and included one instance at a Los Angeles hotel in or about March 2016. Now, why is it important it's in Los Angeles? Because the feds are saying that Combs violated California's bribery statute. At the end, they said when members of the hotel security staff intervened, Combs attempted to bribe the staff members to ensure silence. So the feds allege that one of the RICO predicates is bribery under the California Penal Code. Now, they also allege that there's another major felony under the California Penal Code that helps them get to the racketeering charges, and that's arson. Now, the allegations that led to the arson charge aren't really in the indictment of Sean P. Diddy Combs, but seem to be in this lawsuit from his former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura. Now, in her lawsuit, she also mentions the hotel incident where Combs alleged to have bribed the security guards. But now, in this lawsuit, it also points to an instance where she's alleging that P. Diddy Combs committed arson. The lawsuit on paragraph 112 says on February 2012, during Paris Fashion Week, Mr. Combs told Ms. Ventura that he was going to blow up Kid Cudi's car, and he wanted to ensure that Kid Cudi was home with his friends when it happened. Around that time, Kid Cudi's car exploded in his driveway. So, since this happened in California, and they're saying that this is a violation of the California Penal Code, which is arson, those facts have led to arson being one of the predicate felonies for the RICO charges for Combs Enterprises. Now, obviously, we're not going to go through every single instance of crime because there's drug offenses and a whole bunch of other stuff here. But 2 other things I want to talk about is the forced labor and sex trafficking aspect of this indictment. Now, again, I want to turn back to the civil lawsuit filed by Cassie Ventura against Sean P. Diddy Combs because it seems like the facts in this document are what led to these sex trafficking charges. Now, in that lawsuit, Cassie Ventura said specifically that Ms. Ventura was forced to engage in sex acts with male sex workers while Mr. Combs was pleasuring himself and filming the encounter. Now, she goes into further detail by saying Mr. Combs hired a man and brought the man to his home in Los Angeles. Again, that's where a lot of these RICO predicates are coming from. This man, Mr. Combs, and Ms. Ventura wore masquerade masks and ingested drugs. Mr. Combs directed Ms. Ventura to perform blank acts with this man while Mr. Combs watched and pleasured himself while directing them. Now, with this allegation, I need to introduce you to this man named Jonathan Oddie. Now, Jonathan Oddie is a former stripper, porn star, and male sex worker. Now, this is where things get interesting. Jonathan Oddie went to a Trump hotel and started shooting up the place.
New man accused of opening fire inside of Trump National Doral appearing in court today. Jonathan Oddie facing several charges. Police say he started yelling about the president, then fired shots in the hotel lobby. Local 10 News reporter Madeline Wright has been there. She was there when Oddie faced the judge.
What bond are you seeking? Because I don't think $20,000 is high enough.
The judge raised Jonathan Oddie's bond to $1 million for each count of attempted murder on a police officer. Police say on Friday he opened fire inside President Donald Trump's luxury hotel.
He's eventually caught, and he is here in a police station giving a police interview. Now, here, the timeline of events is extremely important. Cassie, in her lawsuit in 2023, said that Diddy had forced her to have sex with male sex workers while he would pleasure himself directing them what to do. Now, 5 years earlier in this police interrogation, Jonathan Oddie tells police this.
I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot of business. Because what they would do is Sean talks a lot on the phone and on the TV with speakers and stuff, and I was like a sex slave. Okay, Ross, which they good buddies. Okay, they're gay. Who? Both, Diddy and Ross. And Khaled, they're all gay. Okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They're all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Khaled is a Hamas supporter. Okay.
Is a who supporter?
Hamas.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said it wrong.
No worries.
Hamas supporter. Okay.
Right. So that interview from 5 years before any of this happened seems to corroborate Cassie's allegations that she was forced to do these things with male sex workers. Now, the last basic element of RICO that we got to talk about is the effects on interstate commerce. It's because this thing happened from state to state and they were crossing state lines to commit these things like sex trafficking and these prostitution parties. Now, because of all these allegations, witness tampering and what have you, Sean P. Diddy Combs has not been released on bail. He is now inside waiting trial. So that is going on now. And if he is convicted, he is facing a possible life sentence for these RICO violations. So let me know how you feel about RICO, about Combs, whether you think he's going to get out of this or not. To me, it seems like his goose is cooked. They essentially took all those other mini lawsuits, because Cassie's lawsuit is one of many, and it seems like they took all the allegations out of all those lawsuits, investigated them, found things to corroborate them, and now are charging P. Diddy Combs with those crimes as an enterprise. So let me know how you feel. Let me know if you think he's guilty. Let me know if you think he can beat this. It seems like the government is pretty confident in their case, and P. Diddy's attorneys are pretty confident that he is going to be found not guilty. So that being said, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all the great YouTube stuff. My name is Nate the Lawyer, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.